And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? I'm not in need of your services. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
I'm curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
If you keep...
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was business development?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Meng. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G, but having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, people in declining health.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor was going to start healing people, or...?
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind. Paimon wouldn't know how to explain subtlety in a way you'd understand.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng funeral parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng. Mung, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the...
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wuwang Hill. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, every night, Big G appears in my dreams. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng funeral parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Monk forever. Those people we found today were also Monk's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them. But here we are, empty-handed.
Wuwang Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong with me. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? Then it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, what a wretched end! The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was a curse. It was probably just Big G.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each other out.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me, I beg you. I'm too young to die.
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the right person. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need to make some preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back to the Big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old. Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbate it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This leyline monolith will make for a really great prop. Ah, you're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Ice and frost.
I'm counting on you!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Teamwork is strength!
We're way behind schedule for Rex Lapis.
Feel this ancient power. Live!
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
Ah, great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked.
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in—
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again, so I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, there will be no end to his antics. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so...
He followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor. and I got lost in the city.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't. It's too high for me. I'd get scared.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around the harbor, my only choice was to hide. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the leyline monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. Now, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuong Hill, and we should be done and dust to dusted.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songze.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a farewell ceremony for Big G. Mung and I will escort Big G back to Wuong Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares. Hup. Hup.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
Hi! Do you remember us?
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon. Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even now. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, I find their director to be quite peculiar. But he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. And he still can't get over what happened to Big G. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a keepsake, what would you choose? Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili chicken. I can make it for you if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years. I still use that old recipe.
Deal! Just give us a minute.
Julian chilies are a common sight in Liyue. I can rustle that dish up in no time if you help me find some. Great, this should be enough. I'll get started on the Julian chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down? When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Great! See you later! How did he know about the others?
Join.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. The Big G incident. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is a painful process. I would know. So, is Big G the reason you're here to see me?
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
Don't worry, I'm a businessman. I won't go spilling your secrets. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say I proved a few people wrong. Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Back then, none of us could afford it. Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of these. It was a dream come true.
Wow, you must be like super rich.
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long gone. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
Mm-hmm. We already saw Little Wu. Now we gotta find Songza.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
Burst forth!
Huh? You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes? I make artisan Xiao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than anything. A few days ago, I bought some quality plaustrite shards. They're currently all in the warehouse at the dock. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
Seems like you already already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Burst forth!
Fun. Seat with a view.
Bang!
Prostrate shards for Sansa.
I think he mentioned it. Yes, here you are in the register, no problem. The prostrate shards are over in that crate there. Please, help yourselves.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all release a lantern like this. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take. While this rite remains observed, each of us remains...
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let them know we're doing well. And that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like you. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
You're back already? Sooner than I expected.
Hola.
You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, the one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with. Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility, and I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur.
Pra onde vamos? Não se surpreenda com o que pode ver ou o que pode ocorrer. Caraca, galera, eu tava fazendo a live esse tempo todinho com o áudio no mudo. E aí?
All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead.
Esses
An
vídeos
ordinary
mostram
place,
realmente ser um
really.
lugar comum.
The
A única
only
coisa
special
especial
thing
sobre
about
ele
it
é
is
que
that
ninguém
nobody really
realmente
knows about it.
sabe sobre ele. Bom, vou só deixar um salve aí, né, pro João Pedro Barcelos, que entrou na live. Acho que já deve até ter saído, porque viu que a live tava muda. Tudo isso existe dentro da fronteira entre os vivos e os mortos. É realmente um lugar comum. A única coisa especial sobre ele é que ninguém realmente sabe sobre ele.
Whatever you do, don't get all worked
Haja o
up
que
over
houver, não se
nothing,
exalte
okay?
por nada, ou
Or
então
else
quando
by the time
sairmos
we're
terei
out,
que
I'll
apagar
have to
suas
erase your
memórias.
memories. So listen to everything I say.
Vamos lá, a
Let's go.
obediência é uma virtude.
I'm scared.
Paimon está assustada,
But like Huta
mas como a Rutal disse, nós já estamos envolvidos nisso. É melhor irmos até o fim. Sim, galera, a live tinha caído, cara, de novo, porque caiu a energia aqui em casa. Cara, é palhaçada esse serviço de energia de internet daqui, viu? Só pra ter raiva, velho. Caiu a energia, caiu a internet. Depois caiu a energia, caiu a internet, cara. Caiu a energia a primeira vez, voltou 3 horas da tarde. Caiu 4 horas da tarde. Aí depois voltou, aí cai de novo. Cara, não dá pra você fazer live com esse serviço de internet e de energia daqui de casa, não. Um lixo. Um lixo. Porcaria, cara. E aí finalmente vamos jogar com a Rutal.
What is this place?
Uau, que lugar é esse?
Somewhere.
Antigo ritual real. 3 constelações só, ao invés de estar com a 4. Ela tá no level 90. Báculo de Roma no 90. Atributos. 196 de taxa crítica, 57 de dano crítico. Oh, 57 de taxa crítica, 196 de dano crítico. Vida máxima. Mais 17, que ela tá com 32k de vida. Ataque 715 mais 1229. E def 806 mais 115.
Billy Churl, silly Billy Hilly Churl.
Não dá pra ver os substatus dos artefatos. Em algum lugar próximo à morte, mas não como o inferno ou o submundo das lendas. Este é apenas um lugar onde as minhas leis tendem a ficar um pouco fora do controle.
So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
pattern looks familiar.
Esse padrão parece familiar. Do ângulo certo você pode conseguir visualizar tudo. Oh, exatamente como da última vez. Sim, o que eu faço aqui? Eu não sei o que você tem que fazer aqui. Boa noite, agora eu voltei. Ô Cauã, tu não vai acreditar, cara. Ó, terça-feira eu tentei fazer live e não consegui, né? Tentei 2 vezes e não consegui. Aí eu comecei, aí tipo, eu ia fazer hoje de manhã, caiu a energia, só voltou 3 horas da tarde. Aí eu abri a live, caiu a internet. Aí derrubou minha live, né? Aí eu voltei, né, fazer a live, aí caiu a energia de novo, cara. Caiu a energia de novo, cara. Aí quando voltou a energia, caiu a internet. Cara, é a 5ª tentativa de fazer live, cara. Aqui, que eu tô sendo atrapalhado pela energia e pela internet aqui, velho. E pra piorar, eu fiquei nessa live até agora há pouco com o microfone desligado. Aí eu ficava aqui falando, ó, não tava captando nada. Tava com o microfone desligado, só fui me tocar agora. Aí teve 3 pessoas que entraram e saíram aí da live. Nem adiantou, porque eu tava mudo, né? E eu tentando interagir com elas e não conseguia. Sim, ô Cauã, tu já fez a missão da Rutal? Eu tô aqui nessa parte aqui no domínio, eu não sei o que é pra fazer aqui não, cara, ó. Tem esse negocinho aqui, ó. Amarelinho aqui, eu não consigo pegar ele, não consigo fazer nada aqui, e aí? Olha aí, ó, Xiao aqui, ó. A Rutal Xiao, ó. Ainda não, né? Não, pois é, cara, eu não sei o que é pra fazer aqui. Eu vou sair aqui. Já usou a visão? Já usei a visão, sim, ó. Tá aqui, ó. Usou a visão e aí? Nada. Olha pra cima, não tem nada. Ah, eu acho que é isso aqui, ó. Esse negocinho amarelo, ó. Tá aí, ó. Montou, ó. Aí abre ali. Ah, olha aí. Tô muito lesado, cara. Fiquei mó tempão aqui. Porta da ressurreição ativada. Cara, a Rutal, quando usa a habilidade elemental dela, ela perde 25% da vida, cara. Aí quando ela tá com 50% ou menos, ela buffa os status dela e também da lança dela, né? Que é a Báculo de Roma, que em inglês, se eu não me engano, é Staff of Roma.
By royal decree.
Burst forth.
Out of the way! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Time to go!
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You
É
can't
por isso que é chamada de fronteira. Você não pode simplesmente atravessar quando quiser. Você precisa
How do people normally
ter um
put
pouco
it?
de... Como que normalmente dizem? Fazer com pompa e circunstância.
Pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Não sei porquê, mas não tô muito afim de pegar. Eu também não tô não, pô.
Let's light it up.
Porque tem que ter essa lança que eu não tenho, né? E tipo, eu quero o vente, é muito arriscado eu ficar sem o vente, eu tomar o vente do que ela, enfim.
Time to go.
Live by royal decree.
O seu Vetinho vai voltar na próxima atualização. Pois é, eu tô ligado, tô guardando aqui. Tipo, eu tô com 48 tiros no banner de personagem. Tenho mais 12 orações aqui já, certo? Tenho 12 orações e tenho 13.299 gemas, né? E ainda tem todas as gemas que eu posso juntar até ele chegar, que ele está chegando no dia 17 de março. E quando ele chegar, ele vai ficar um tempo, né? Pelo menos 14 dias, junta mais um pouco de gema. Essa própria missão aqui que eu tô fazendo da Rutal, ó, já vai dar 60 gemas, tá vendo, ó? Então, assim, eu tô bem confiante que eu vou pegar ele. Inclusive, já tô farmando tudo, assim, pra upar os talentos dele. Já farmei pra arma dele por isso. Vou falar nisso, imagina que os aventureiros da guilda não deu pra ler. Veja se você consegue encontrar uma maneira de colocar as coisas certas no lugar certo. Normalmente é que é um pouco de destruição, bem como reações elementais. Prepare. Aí tem aqui esse negocinho amarelo. Eu vou flopar 1.4 todo. Não, que não vai ter nada de novo, né? Na 1.4, bem dizer assim, né? Talvez tenha um conteúdozinho de história lá do Dan Sleeth, né? Que aí vai enfrentar o Abyss Herald, né? Que é o arauto do abismo. E vai reencontrar nosso gêmeo, né?
Off we go. Off we go.
Parece que sim. Pois é.
Off we go.
Odd reveal by. No touching.
Get out.
Next on the agenda, all hail.
Você mora em cidade pequena pra acontecer tanta coisa assim? Pior que não, cara. Eu moro em Fortaleza, certo? Capital do Ceará, é a quinta maior capital do Brasil, né? Pelo menos em quantidade de habitantes. Talvez não tanto em dimensão geográfica, eu não sei, certo? Mas em tamanho de população é a quinta maior, que tem 2.800.000 pessoas, mais ou menos, certo? Morando. A gente perde para São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, perde para Salvador, não sei se perde para Belo Horizonte, entendeu? Não sei, assim, tipo, Salvador acho que é a quarta, eu não lembro quem é a terceira. Eu sei que primeiro é São Paulo, segundo Rio de Janeiro, terceira cidade eu não sei quem é, quarto é Salvador e quinto é Salvador, né, Bahia. E aqui a quinta é Fortaleza, no Ceará. Mas o negócio é porque, tipo assim, tem a casa dos meus pais e tem um apartamento da minha avó, né, cara? Aí a casa dos meus pais fica assim, como se fosse na periferia da cidade, entendeu? Aí eu tô aqui num bairro periférico da cidade de Fortaleza. Isso aqui não abre. Parece os mesmos, mas não há suficiente.
Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Ah, tá. Pois é. O apartamento da minha avó ele é mais bem localizado, certo? Ele fica na região mais central. Não é a região mais nobre da cidade, né? Seria mais próximo da praia, já que Fortaleza é uma cidade litorânea, né? Tem a Avenida Beira-Mar, aí tem uns bairros assim que ficam mais perto da praia, né? Tipo Meireles, Aldeota, Varjota. Esses bairros assim são mais privilegiados. Seria onde está a elite da cidade, né? Oxi. E cadê o fantasminha que eu tinha que ter? Tenho vontade de conhecer Fortaleza, parece ser bem bonita. Não, pois é. Tu mora onde, Cauã? Qual é a tua cidade? Caraca, a gente voltou pro mesmo lugar de antes, aí tá aqui o negócio. Que parada esquisita. A gente rodou em ciclo, né, aqui nesse labirinto, veio parar no mesmo canto e tava lá o foguinho já. By the way. Isso aqui não vai abrir, não? A gente não botava os dois foguinhos, um em cada... Ah, não, ó, eu rodei, aí... Como eu peguei o mesmo foguinho, eu peguei o mesmo foguinho e botei aqui, né, tá faltando outro ali. Buritinópolis, Goiás. Pô, cara, eu tenho família em Goiás, eu gosto demais de Goiás, cara. Eu já fui 2 vezes aí. Uma foi pra formatura do meu tio e a outra foi pro casamento do meu primo. Eu pretendo ir em Goiás de novo. É perto da divisa com a Bahia. Caraca, eu sou tão ruim de geografia que eu nem sabia que Goiás fazia divisa com a Bahia. Mas, cara, muito massa Goiás, cara. Eu pretendia ir ainda de novo quando o meu primo tiver a filha dele, a esposa dele tá grávida, né? De uma meninazinha. E aí eles vão, né, ter essa bebê aí. Eu pretendo ir lá pra conhecer a bebê. Quando? Talvez no batizado dela, ou sei lá quando. Eu tenho que juntar dinheiro, né, cara? Tipo, eu tô trabalhando agora, eu tenho que juntar dinheiro. Eu tenho que terminar de pagar o... Faz com a Bahia e Minas, né? Top. O que em Tevaz está acontecendo? Realmente estivemos seguindo em frente esse tempo todo. É quase como se estivéssemos constantemente sendo mandados de volta para o início. Tudo é reiniciado. Eles moram onde? Eles moram em Anápolis, certo, ô Cauã? Em Anápolis, Goiás. É entre Goiânia e Brasília, se eu não me engano, né? Estamos presos, ó, no ciclo. Não seja tanto, você me deixou aliviado. Parece que não é fácil para o povo comum atravessar. De fato, nós estamos rodando em círculo aqui, né?